You know, I don't know about you, but I've always suspected the rich were behind all of these droughts. Now the World Economic Forum confirms they're worse than just droughts. In their latest survey, they're worse than water shortages. They're worse than food shortages. Dare I say it, they're worse than your occasional Apple iPhone 5 shortages. The rich are getting richer, worse than almost anything you can think of, including global warming, greenhouse gases building, and now Snooki succeeding. Okay, that last one I made up, but Celia Bigelow from the American Majority Action says these guys are not giving up. They are targeting the rich, and you should be worried. It's incredible. I mean, to equate the rich with everything wrong in the world or worse, what the heck is going on, Celia?
I know, it's a little weird that we're comparing the rich getting richer to, I don't know, it being worse than constant threats from Iran or a genocide going on in Syria, or, you know, maybe the debt crisis that's hitting all of the big Western governments.
Well, the debt crisis is the rich fault because they won't cough up. You should know that.
No, I think it's unproductive to be attacking successful, wealthy people, like, for example, Mitt Romney, who donates millions of dollars to charity to help the less fortunate every year, and that it has employed thousands of people in his lifetime. And what's more productive maybe is if we return to a balanced budget, rein in spending and regulation, and get our country back to a more productive business atmosphere so people can be employed.
Yeah, but you know what I think is going on here, and I raised this with my daughter, is to the left of like George McGovern and all that stuff, and I always go through this argument that I don't care where you stand on you know, the rich being evil or not. I think it's a way for politicians to divide the American people, rich and poor, that if you could take the magnifying glass off them and all the money they're wasting and put it back on the rich and whether they're paying, you dodge the criticism. And you divide the tax-paying public into thinking, hey, wait a minute, these clueless political asses aren't the problem, the rich are.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. But if we look at, if this study was based on the crony capitalism and the business-government relationships, then maybe they would have a point, because what we've seen going on with the crony capitalism aspect of this is that bailouts have driven up our national debt, which my generation is going to be left on the hook for, and has, you know, not created an economic atmosphere that's going to hire people, especially my generation, who is facing massive unemployment.
Well, you know what I find odd in this argument about sock it to the rich? The rich didn't create these cradle-to-grave social programs that are now choking the rich and poor alike in country after country, including our own. The rich didn't concoct these schemes to try to buy all voters with programs that sort of buys their allegiance. So this is what's endemic at places like Greece and, dare I say, Italy and France. And that's what's prompting them to raise tax rates on the rich, what have you, because that well is running dry. And maybe that gets back to the drought issue here, but they don't see that, or they don't admit that.
Exactly. Well, Social Security alone is set to devour our revenues by 2045.
That's right. A lot earlier than
who
thought.
can you blame there? That's the government. So.
Yeah. But see, I don't mind that, because that's going to hit your generation. I'll just eke out under the deadline.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, we're going to be left on the hook for it.
There you go. Celia, thank you very, very much. Celia Bigelow. All right, so just remember, if you're rich, you've got a target on your you-know-what.